So it's been just over a year since we bought our Tesla Model 3 back in 2023, and for the most part, we have loved owning it. We have also named it Ruby. In this video, we will be discussing about the good and the bad of owning this electric vehicle, a unique way to get into the car and a unique driving feel. Make sure to stay until the end of the video to find out whether it's the car you need to buy in 2024. Let's start by talking about the exterior of the car. While it might not be the most attractive car looking at its front, it definitely feels like a premium sedan from the side angles. The 18-inch aero wheels come with Michelin Pilot Sport tires. There are blind spot cameras all around the car. A unique design of the door handles to improve aerodynamics, and also a unique way to open the door. Conveniently located charge port at the back. This car has the most storage I've ever seen in a sedan. Not only it has a good sized trunk space, but it also has under storage compartment under the normal trunk space, and it also has a side cubby, and also it can store things at the front, which they also call it as frunk. This is also where you can access the windshield washer fluid reservoir. Every Tesla comes with two key cards which can be used to lock or unlock the car. Simply tap on the pillar of the car to either lock or unlock the car. You can also use the key card to add your phone as a key to your car, also called as phone key, which means you will no longer need the key card as long as you have your phone key with Bluetooth enabled while entering the car. The car will also automatically lock itself whenever you park it and move a fair distance away from it. The interior of this car is also pretty unique, where you find this huge touchscreen. The air vent is also so different that you can't fit a regular car air freshener. The glove box is decent sized, but it doesn't have a physical button or a switch to open it. Hence, you will need to do it from the touchscreen itself. It also hides a USB-A port and a 128GB flash drive, which is used for camera recordings. There are two wireless charging pads on the central console with lots of storage, and a couple of USB-C ports as well. Two cup holders and under armrest storage with a 12-volt socket inside. There are AC vents for the rear passengers as well with two Type-C ports. To get out of the car, you need to press this button on the door handle. Since there's no physical lever or anything to adjust the steering wheel, it needs to be done from the touch screen itself. Similarly, to adjust the side mirrors, it's all done using the touchscreen. All of this is saved to a profile which is synced to Tesla servers, meaning you can restore your profile configuration to any other Tesla car. Since there's no instrument cluster behind the steering wheel, you will have to rely on the touchscreen to see the speed that you are driving on. There are two stalks, one on each side. The one on the left side is used as indicators and to engage windshield wipers, while the one on the right is used to change gears. Press for park, pull up for reverse, and pull down for drive. Similarly, there are two scroll wheels on the steering wheel. The left one can be used to do things like adjust volume, select options, and adjust wiper speed. The right one is mainly used to adjust maximum speed and also for voice commands.
Open glove box.
It can also be used to adjust the distance between your car and the car in front. As you can see, it automatically detects the vehicle in front and maintains a safe distance. For this to work, you need to make sure that the cruise control is turned on, which can be done by pulling the right stalk once. Because of this feature, I don't really need to press the brake pedal. The Autosteer or autopilot feature is the most unique to all Teslas. As all Teslas come with standard autopilot, all you need to do is pull the right stalk twice. This will then tighten the steering wheel. It makes use of the side cameras to detect lanes and steers as required. Having said that, The driver needs to be alert at all times. As you can see in this video, the autopilot system makes use of the camera above the rear view mirror and detects if you are focusing on the road. To cancel the auto steer system, all you need to do is pull the right stalk up. You can also cancel the auto steer system by pressing the brake pedal. Also, the standard auto steer won't change lanes itself, which means you will have to cancel auto steer every time you want to change lanes. The available battery range is displayed right next to the battery icon on the touchscreen, and you can tap on the number to toggle between the percentage and the distance. Tapping on the battery icon will show you things like charge limit and info on the last paid session, and it also displays the estimated battery percentage you will arrive at your destination with. You can also view nearby chargers while you are driving, just in case you need to stop to recharge the car. The car will also automatically suggest superchargers on your trip if required. This is a very useful feature, especially when you are heading out on a road trip. You can also check the Energy app to see more details on what has consumed more battery and also how you can improve the range. Speaking of maximizing the range, you can set stopping mode to hold under the dynamics setting page. This will make use of the regenerative braking system, which regenerates some amount of charge upon deceleration. This can be monitored on the progress bar on the right edge of the touchscreen. To improve the range, you can try reducing the watt-hour per kilometer number by not accelerating too much while driving. Sometimes you need to look into other metrics as well. For example, in this drive shown on the video, climate, aggressive acceleration, going uphill, and using the brake pedal have consumed more kilometers than estimated consumption. This is usually during winter that the battery needs to be on optimal temperature and you might experience loss of range. It's also very normal to sometimes see this icon, which is related to limited regenerative braking, and it also usually occurs during cold weather. Since we don't have an option to charge at home, most of our charging sessions have been at Tesla superchargers. We have also used some third-party public fast chargers such as EV and ChargeFox. We have also tried charging at a Tesla destination charger, which is free of cost but takes ages to complete, and sometimes you might have to wait for your turn. Once you plug into a charger, you can see the progress on the touchscreen. You can view details such as time remaining, the speed of the charge, and how many kilometers worth of charge has been added. This can also be monitored on your Tesla app as long as your phone is connected to the internet. Throughout the year, we have spent almost $1,300 on public charging and saved almost $500 compared to petrol costs. We could have saved more money on charging if we had a charger at home or made use of public AC chargers such as Tesla destination charger, which are very slow but often they are either free or very cheap. Since this car is equipped with cameras all around, you can also access all the cameras from the touchscreen. And you can also view all the cameras from your Tesla app, provided you have subscribed to premium connectivity. While the car is parked, you can view all the saved recordings from the dashcam app. This includes all the recordings from both Sentry mode and dashcam. To elaborate, while you park your car and Sentry mode is turned on, it saves all the suspicious activities around your car. It is worth noting that the Sentry mode does drain a lot of battery. As you can see here, Sentry mode has drained quite a lot of battery while parked. You can enable or disable the Sentry mode by tapping on the small button as shown in the video, or you can do it from the controls menu. About the dashcam feature, it can be enabled under the safety menu. I have set it to auto activation upon honk, which means whenever I honk, it saves the recording from the last few minutes, which can later be viewed while parked. I can also view footage from different angles at the same time. There are a lot of things you can do from the Tesla app which communicates with the car via the internet, such as checking battery status, using different controls to lock or unlock the car, honk the car, turn on the flashlight, open the trunk or the frunk, slightly open the windows by pressing the vent button, very useful during summer. You can also check tire pressure from the app. Another useful feature is being able to control the climate from the app. This is very useful in both winter and summer, just to precondition the climate of the car so that it doesn't feel too cold or too hot when you get in. There are also different climate modes such as defrosting your car, camp mode and dog mode. You can also turn on cabin overheat protection from the app, which is very useful during summer, but it does drain the battery. You can also use the location feature to see the exact location of where your car is, and also you can send location of where you want to navigate to. You can also set the departure or arrival date and time. It will then suggest the supercharger stops that you need to make. You can also find nearby chargers from the app and also see what the charging costs are at different times. You can use the schedule option to do a scheduled precondition of climate and preheat the battery, or charge your car during off-peak hours to reduce energy costs. You can also see the charge stats of your car from the app itself. This helps you to monitor how much you have spent on charging and how you could optimize it. You can also purchase various software upgrades such as premium connectivity, which is $10 a month here in Australia, and also enhanced autopilot and full self-driving capability. Please let us know in the comments below if you want to see a video on premium connectivity. All Teslas do come with standard connectivity to the internet, but in terms of software update, the car needs to be connected to Wi-Fi. Once the update has been downloaded to the car, you can then install the update right from the app. You don't have to get inside the car just to run the software update. You can also check the release notes while the software update is being downloaded or installed. Once the software update has been installed, you also get a notification on your phone. To request any service for your car, you will have to raise it from the app itself. You can then monitor all your service related messages. When we bought the car, we got some Tesla credits as we used referral from one of our friends. These credits can be used to redeem awards from the Tesla online store. Since there's no traditional air vent, the climate in the car as well is controlled using the touchscreen itself. There are few special modes such as keep mode, dog mode and camp mode. When the keep mode is enabled, the climate will stay on after you leave the car so that when you come back, it's at your desired temperature. The dog mode on the other hand is useful for pet owners. This mode will keep both the climate and screen on, while sentry mode and opening windows from inside the cabin will be disabled. And it also leaves a message on the screen once you leave the car. Another useful climate feature is the camp mode. This is very useful if you want to camp inside your car. We have tried this before and found very comfortable to sleep in the car with the camp mode on. There are a lot of accessories that you can find for the Tesla Model 3 which make it an absolute DIY car. For example, the cabin is always so noisy, especially on highways. Hence, you can find the DIY soundproofing kit, which we will soon make a video on and let you know if it really works. There are also several other accessories, especially for the central console and the inside of the car. For example, this DIY head-up display. So we bought our Tesla Model 3 rear-wheel drive, which was the base model, and paid some extra money for the red multi-coat paint. We paid around 66,000 Australian dollars, and since 1 year of ownership, we have traveled almost 16,000 kilometers. I've really enjoyed traveling in our Tesla Model 3. We have spent less than $1,300 charging our car. And if we would want to buy the same configuration new Tesla Model 3 now, we could get it for less than what we spent last year. That's mostly due to the rising EV market and competition that Tesla had to make the price cuts recently. Do we regret buying the car 1 year back, seeing all the price cuts now? Absolutely not. It's been a breeze to drive and travel in this car, and we would definitely get another Tesla in the future. That's all for today. We hope you liked the video. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.